Hello friends, welcome to Trick. We all are listening to the news regarding sedition charges being slapped on few students who raised anti-India slogans. Let us understand what is sedition. Sedition is based on the principle of love thy government. Remember that it is about government, not the country or the nation. It was in 1590s that the Sedition Act was first formed to suppress any voice against monarchy or the established order. According to the dictionary, is a conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch. In USA it was framed in 1798. In India it was included in IPC in 1870, 10 years after the Indian Penal Code was made. To understand the sedition law in India, we will have to look at the history of sedition law in India. There were two different views regarding the sedition law in the beginning. The first view was held by the federal court in the Niharendu case, in which it held that if there is no incitement to violence, there is no case of sedition. But the Privy Council in Tilak's case said that incitement to violence or not is immaterial. Even if there is a cause of disaffection against government, then sedition charge can be applied. And this second view prevailed during the British rule. After independence, K.M. Munshi called to draw a line between criticism of the government, which should be welcomed, and incitement to violence against government, which should come under sedition law. In 1958, the Allahabad High Court declared that Article 124A, which is the Sedition Act, is ultra vires under Article 191A. 191A gives us freedom of speech. So when there is a fundamental right giving us freedom of speech, then in that case Article 124A, which suppresses the freedom of speech, is ultra vires. Ultra vires is a legal maxim, which means beyond the authority, which means it is not under the authority of Article 124A to suppress Article 191A, which gives us freedom of speech. So the Sedition Act legally died in one way. But again in 1962, in Kedarnath versus State of Bihar, it was redefined by the Supreme Court. Who was Kedarnath? Kedarnath was a person in Bihar who gave a speech against the Congress government, and he was punished by the High Court. So he appealed in the Supreme Court. Supreme Court in his case defined the sedition as only if there is actual violence or incitement to violence, then and only then sedition charges can be applied. Supreme Court further cleared that only speech that amounts to incitement to imminent lawless action. Imminent means about to happen. If any speech which can cause any violent action, then only it can be criminalized, which means even if any speech is distasteful and can cause hatred among the people, but if it is not causing any imminent lawless action, then it cannot be criminalized. So according to this judgment, let us understand what is not sedition. Protesting against government is not sedition. Raising slogan against government or anti-India slogan is also not sedition, and this was further cleared in a case Balwant Singh versus State of Punjab. In this case, two people were shouting slogans for Khalistan Jindabad, and Supreme Court struck down the sedition charges, saying that these slogans did not raise imminent lawless action, therefore it did not amount to sedition. So raising anti-India slogan or raising slogan against government do not amount to sedition. Demand for secession is also not sedition. Reading, keeping banned literature is also not sedition. This was made clear in Professor Vinayak Sen's case. Police said that he was having Maoist literature with him, so Maoist sympathizer, but the Supreme Court said that if you are having a Gandhian literature, that does not make you a Gandhian. Therefore, keeping or reading banned literature also does not make you liable of sedition charges. Giving speech to overthrow the government also does not amount to sedition. Even being member of a banned organization also does not make you liable to sedition. It was made clear in Anup Bhuyan's case. He was a member of ULFA, but Supreme Court said that being just a passive member of some banned organization do not make your act seditious. So these are few things which do not come under act of sedition. However, this sedition law has been misused many a times. We have seen Arundhati Roy, Vinayak Sen, the cartoonist case. The High Court had in March ruled that sedition charges, section 124A of the Indian Penal Code, cannot be invoked in cases where the administration or the government is criticized unless such censure leads to violence. And following this judgment, the Maharashtra government also released a circular for the police, for it faced much criticism, and the High Court again put a stay on that circular, which defined the prerequisites for the sedition charges, and the High Court put a stay on it for being ambiguous and overriding of the freedom of speech. So these were the provisions of Sedition Act and few cases related to that. Hope you understood the concept. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button.